Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to understand the concept of fringe benefits. After listening to this session, you will be able to understand what is meant by fringe benefits, who are eligible to get fringe benefits, what are various types of fringe benefits that are offered in the organizations. Fringe benefits are one of the significant part of compensation package that is used to attract the employees to a greater extent. And moreover, these fringe benefits nowadays they are creating goodwill or image for the organizations. These fringe benefits will be given beyond the actual uh, pay or wages. These fringe benefits will be given on the basis of position that the individual is serving in the organization. Basing on the length of service and the position holding, these fringe benefits may be varying from person to person. Fringe benefits, as we are discussing, they are going to increase the morale of the employees. Let us try to understand the basic definition of fringe benefits. Fringe benefits is defined as indirect financial and non-financial payments that an employee receives for continuing their employment within the company. So fringe benefits will mainly focus on indirect financial and non-financial payments apart from their regular wages, salaries, incentives, the additional things that an employee receives for his contribution and service in the organization. Fringe benefits will cover wide variety of benefits and services that employees receive as a part of their total compensation package. So fringe benefits are a part of compensation but are not directly paid in the form of money, but they are paid in the form of benefits on services. But when it comes to fixing the salaries or compensation package, these fringe benefits are also included in this compensation package. Fringe benefits or employee benefits may also be defined in such a way that all non-monetary benefits, services, or facilities, and some form of fringe monetary benefits made available to employees in addition to their usual and established monetary compensation like wages, salaries, cash allowance, incentives, and bonuses. So fringe benefits focuses on payment of indirect financial amount or non-financial amount that is paid and a small portion of monetary amount that altogether covers in fringe benefits. The individual is going to receive these benefits apart from their regular monetary payments such as wages, salaries, cash allowances, incentives, and bonuses. After understanding these fringe benefits, let us try to understand what are the benefits from fringe benefits or why fringe benefits are important. Fringe benefits, they will enhance the savings of an employee. When the organization is providing fringe benefits save money of employees by enhancing their earnings. When housing facilities are given or how accommodation is given by the company, the amount that is generally paid outside is very high. The company is offering that housing accommodation at a nominal price or a free of cost, the employee can save the amount. And moreover, the individuals will not have that tension of moving to longer distances to reach their homes. Most of the companies now they are providing housing quarters to the employees. And fringe benefits will come under tax purview. These fringe benefits will not be deducted under Income Tax Act. They are excluded from the tax law, and these can be helpful to the employees to save their money. And third one is availability of social security provisions. They are going to provide some sort of security in different situations, such as in old age or after retirement, or any disability happens, or in the medical help, or in the case of unemployment also, these fringe benefits are going to be helpful to avoid the insecurity that is arising out of job. And fringe benefits helps in achieving unity among the employees, though there are some difficulties in terms of relations among the employees, but these fringe benefits and fighting striving to get the fringe benefits from the management, the employees may work on a single line. Fringe benefits, they will improve industrial relations. The reason is good sort of benefits that are giving or providing advantage to the employees. And definitely they are going to give uh, improvement in the relations between employer and employee. And moreover, there are some dissatisfactions in terms of in relation to the payment of wages and incentives, but those dissatisfaction levels will be reduced because of this fringe benefits. And finally, fringe benefits increases the well-being of the employees because they are going to be provided in different forms where standard of living will be increased and the quality of work life will be increased and in other dimensions. So these are all different benefits that are associated with fringe benefits. Now, after understanding the basic definition and importance of fringe benefits, let us try to understand what are different fringe benefits that are offered by the companies. All the fringe benefits for our convenience, they are divided into two types. One, the fringe benefits that are provided as per law or as per statutory norms. Second one, the fringe benefits that are given with a mutual understanding between employer and employee as a part of agreement or else due to company's policy. So these are two types of classifications. One is as per statute or as per law. Second one, employers or company's policy, including those covered under collective agreements or mutual understandings. Let us see these two types of classifications in detail. First, let us understand the statutory requirements. Statutory requirements mean the benefits that are provided as per the labor legislation, as per the labor legislation enacted by Government of India. So Government of India, for the sake of employees, has designed different labor laws to provide well-being to the employees working in the organization. So these benefits, they are covered, provided as a part of employment, and they are mandatory when they are coming under this statutory part. The different acts that are highlighting the benefits aspect are as follows. So ESI Act 1948, Compensation Act 1923, Maternity Benefit Act 1961, Employee Provident Fund, Miscellaneous and Provisions Act 1952, and Holidays and Leaves and Labor Welfare Funds. Let us see one by one. Employee State Insurance Act, which is mainly focusing on providing security to the workers or employees in the form of various benefits under the organization called uh, employee under the act called Employee State Insurance, which is under Ministry of Labor and Employment. ESI, once the employee is covered under ESI, the employee is going to get different types of benefits, such as full medical coverage the moment he starts getting covered under ESI. The second one, disability benefit in the case of unforeseen accident or unforeseen death, unforeseen incident happens when the individual has lost his parts of the body, or he is severely injured where he is unable to work more. In that case, this act is going to provide benefit. And in the case of death also, the employee is going to be provided compensation amount. Or in the case of maternity, when a lady is going on delivery, she is eligible to get maternity leave. Or in the case of death of an employee, for his funeral expenses, some amount will be given in the form of benefits. So ESI will provide different types of benefits to employees that covers medical coverage and maternity coverage and disability benefits and funeral expenses. Apart from this, the ESI will try to provide the medical coverage to certain listed diseases identified by Government of India, people who are working in different industries. Second act is Employee Compensation Act 1923. This act is applicable when the organization is not covered under ESI. So compensation act should be applicable means unforeseen incident or any accident has occurred in the course of an injury that is happening that in the course of employment or arising out of employment. So when in the course of employment or injury arising out of employment, then the individual will be covered under compensation. When under the Compensation Act, different types of benefits are provided. One, in the case of death, how much compensation should be paid to compensate the damage or loss happened. In the case of injuries, how much amount should be paid. So when it comes to explaining the disability part, we have different types of disabilities. One is permanent total disability, permanent partial disability, third one, temporary disability. So these three different categories that are covered under Compensation Act. So Compensation Act will explain about any unforeseen incident or accident occurs during the work time or in the workplace that is arising, this Compensation Act will be applicable. Third one is Maternity Benefit Act 1961. Maternity Benefit Act is applicable to women employees who are working in the organizations, factories. And as a part of this Maternity Benefit Act, the lady is going to get 26 weeks of full paid leave under Maternity Benefit Act. If Maternity Benefit Act is to be applicable means a lady should be contributing some days as prescribed by the law. If the organization is covered under ESI, Maternity Benefit Act is not applicable. If the organization is not covered under ESI, this Maternity Benefit Act is applicable. So the benefit that is coming under Maternity Benefit Act is lady is going to avail 26 weeks of full paid leave. She can be availing one more month if any health issue arising due to pregnancy. Fourth one, very important, is Employee Provident Fund, Miscellaneous and Provisions Act 1952, which is again focusing on social security or the security for the employees in old age or during the retirement or after the retirement. So the beauty of Employee Provident Fund is the individuals can take loans from their Provident Fund account instead of taking loans from other sources. And the Provident Fund is going to provide security for the people after retirement age. Government of India has identified three components in this Provident Fund. One is Provident Fund, next one is Employee Pension Scheme, third one is EDLI. So as a part of this Provident Fund scheme, individual will contribute 12% of his wages and employer will contribute 12% of employee's wages. The ceiling for PF is 15,000 rupees. So when an employee is earning 15,000 or less, the individual is going to contribute 12% of his wages and employer is going to contribute 12% of employee's wages. Altogether, that becomes 24%. When some amount will be going towards PF and some percentage of amount is going towards pension. When the individual is going to get retired, 15.67% will be going towards PF and the remaining 8.33% will be going towards family pension scheme. So overall 24% paid by both employer and employee, 15.67% will go towards PF, which he is going to get at the time of his retirement, and the remaining amount he will get in the form of pension. That is 8.33% of his wages. PF is nowadays acting as one of the strategies to retain the employees. And EDLI, the third part in PF Act is, it provides insurance coverage to the Provident Fund amount that is kept in the PF account. Another one is providing holidays and leaves. There are certain holidays that are considered as public holidays declared by Government of India, which are to be certainly given, and Sundays and other leaves legally or statutorily they are provided by the government. This is another benefit that employee is going to receive. So these are different types of benefits that employee is going to receive as per law. So these benefits are covered under these acts. Let us try to understand the benefits that are covered under employer's policy are provided because of agreement or collective or mutual understanding between employer and employees. The first benefit is housing and accommodation facilities. So complete housing and accommodation provided within the organization, or else housing and accommodation is provided at subsidized rate, or providing house rent allowance to the employees who are staying away from the organization in the city. So these are three types of housing and accommodation facilities provided by the employer. So these will vary from company to company, but companies, they started providing housing and accommodation facilities to different cadres of employees on the basis of capacity and the policy of the organization. Next one is medical facilities. When it comes to medical facilities, though as per ESI, medical coverage is provided to all the employees who are covered under when the organization is covered under ESI, but still the organizations realized the importance of medical facilities and the provision of medical facilities with sophistication. The companies started constructing full-fledged hospitals with full equipments and full medical facilities. That is another benefit that the employees are going to receive. Nowadays, all the companies they constructed full-fledged hospitals for their employees with all facilities. Third one is transport facilities and convenience allowance. So another benefit that an employee receives is a free transport facility from house to the office, or else subsidized transport facility where the employee can avail. Conveyance allowance will be given for daily commuting as a part of work. So this is another benefit that is given. These will vary from company to company. Next one is educational benefits. So the present generation, they are very much interested in studying. So one sort of attracting one set of generation of employees is providing educational facilities. So organizations started encouraging the employees to study higher studies, or scholarships are provided to the employees' children who are meritorious and who are pursuing studies. So different companies, they started funding the education of the employees' children. Next one is canteen facilities. Though canteen facilities are covered under welfare provisions of Factories Act, but still there are some, not all industries are fully covered under this canteen issue. So organizations started providing good quality food at subsidized rates to their employees. Next one is leave facilities. Apart from regular holidays, the individual or employees, they are given casual leaves, annual leaves, medical leaves, and some other leaves. These leaves are provided on the basis of company's policy and ideology of the management. So these casual leaves and annual leaves, they and medical leaves, they will be varying from company to company. But as per the Factories Act 1948, uh, leaves with payment or earned leaves, they are clearly defined for both adult and as well as children. Next one is the organizations started providing group life insurance also to all the employees of the organization, and organizations, they are providing life insurance coverage to the employees. And another benefit that organizations are focusing is providing medical insurance to the employees. So medical insurance coverage is very playing a prominent role in other countries. Now in India, this medical insurance concept has become very popular because of the cost involved with medical care. Most of the people now they are going to be covered under medical insurance, are going to get the medical insurance. These are all different types of employee benefits or fringe benefits that are provided away from the statutory norms, but the agreement between employer and employee or else the policy of the employer. Now, all the fringe benefits, either as per law or employer's policy, they are going to motivate the employees to stay for a long time, and at the same time, they are going to increase the morale and well-being of the employees. And these fringe benefits will act as an attraction factor and retention factor for the employees.